So trying to come up with different things to try and find the perimeter of, because I just want to kind of push you guys to see what you can actually do here. I came up with what I'm calling irregular shapes. There are other names for these, but they are basically rectangular, but not rectangles. And you'll hopefully see what I'm talking about when I throw up the first one here. Keep in mind that perimeter, you just add up all the sides, and that's all I've asked you to do. So, the first couple of days, add up the sides, add up the sides. Yesterday, where you had to find a missing side in a right triangle, and then you still just fell back to add up all the sides. These are the same thing. You're going to have to add up all the sides, but I'm leaving some sides out, and you'll have to just kind of stop and think about the picture and figure those measurements out before you can add them all up. So they are rectangular in nature, which is very helpful. Well, it's helpful to me, and hopefully you'll see what I'm talking about here. So this thing is kind of a rectangle, but there's a couple pieces of information missing. So you're going to have to figure out those couple of pieces before you can add up all of the sides. So you're given 4 sides here, but you're missing this vertical piece here and this horizontal piece here. So we're going to have to figure those out before we can move forward and find the perimeter. Now, the way you do that is, since this thing is rectangular, that top measurement being 26 feet is going to translate down to the bottom measurement, also needs to be 26 feet. It's just broken up into 2 pieces. So I should be able to figure out that this side here is 5 feet, so that that distance across the top is maintained across the bottom, right? They don't tilt in or can't kind of cantilever out. It's 26 feet across the top, 26 feet across the bottom. So 21 and 5 will make up that 26. And then I'm going to do the same thing kind of left and right. That far right-hand side is 17 feet. So that left-hand side also needs to be 17 feet. So it's got to be 11 and 6. So what I need to do now is go around and add up all of my sides, just like we've done on all the other ones. It's kind of got that dent in it that you have to figure out a couple sides on. So I've got a side that's 11, 26, 17, 5, 6, and a 21. This thing has a total perimeter of 86 feet. So this kind of reminds me of, it kind of looks like my living room in my old house. There was this little entryway, and then you had the big living room. So like if you're trying to figure out, say like baseboard or something to go around the bottom of it, you'd have to be able to find the perimeter of that. They're very similar from one to the next to the next. We're kind of trying to do the same thing here. I need to make sure that the top and the bottom have the same width, and the sides left and right have the same height. So across the bottom here, I've got 11 yards. And then on top, I've got 8, which means this piece up here has to be 3 yards. And then similarly, I've got a piece here on the left that's 5. I've got another piece that's 5. That means the total height on the side here is 10. Okay, so add them all up. Sorry, somebody's at my door. 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 3 plus 10 plus 11. This thing has a perimeter of 42 yards. Move my face again. It's ticking me off. All right, here we go. So it looks like my bottom has a length of 10 feet. I'm putting together the 8 and the 2, so make sure that my horizontal distance is the same. And then this guy's got to be 4, so that 14 and 18 kind of work out together. Okay, so I should be able to add those up. 18 and 2 and 14 and 8 and 4 and 10. This one's got a perimeter of 56. Don't overthink them. If they look like they're the same, they're the same.